The enemy's gate is down. Friggin' yes. Okay, let me start by saying this is one of my favorite books ever. I adore Ender's Game. I love this book, and if you have not read this book, please read this book. Actually, the whole Ender's series is really good. A little bit confusing at times, but it's just all very brilliant sci-fi. Great. Oh my gosh. Let's not get started, okay? Once I get started, I will never stop. Trailer reaction time. Ender's Game. Butterfield, Harrison Ford. I'm just really excited about this, guys. I'm gonna cry. Alright. Trailer reaction. The first Ender's Game trailer. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Whew, here we go. You ready for this? Ready.
They know our strategies.
Oh, look at them.
Our weaknesses. And the alien attack nearly destroyed us. That must never be allowed to happen.
Harrison Ford.
If we're going to survive, we need a new kind of soldier. One who doesn't think the way we think. Fear the things we fear.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at the battle room.
We would never expect. We need minds like yours, Ender. You'll be the finest commander we've ever trained. So I'm not the first. No. But you will be the last.
Mazer Rackham!
I'll do everything I can to win this war. You really don't see them as children, do you?
If you succeed, you will be remembered as a hero.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just am so excited. Yes! Frick yeah! Ender's Game! Oh, I'm so excited. This is like an all-star cast, and I'm just excited. I'm gonna die. Oh man. Do you realize that some people have been waiting like 30 years for this movie? Alright? I'm incredibly happy to not be one of those people. I mean, I thought waiting, 3 years for the Hunger Games was bad. 30 years. My dad read this book before I was born. I think before I was born, before my sister was born. Wow. Before a lot of us were born, actually. Like, wow. This came out a long time ago. Also, let me just start. Ender's Game is an immensely just wonderful book. It's so good. And I like Orson Scott Card a lot as a writer. I've actually got to see him talk once. Like, I got to see him speak at a university, and he's very smart. And Ender's Game is definitely like the pinnacle, in my opinion. He has other books that are also really great. I haven't finished all of them yet, so don't get mad at me. But I'm in the process. There's tons of them. I think Ender's Game is really like the pinnacle of his sci-fi novels. It's just an amazing book. And if you haven't read it, please read it. The movie looks really good. I mean, it's very short, this trailer, so I can't say much. It seems accurate, but I mean, you know. You know how book-to-movie adaptations are, and the thing is with Ender's Game is they're going to have to leave out some things. The book, wasn't ridiculously long, but the story is expansive, and the characters even more so. It's just, there's a lot going on in Ender's Game. There's Ender's story, and then there's little stories attached to pretty much everyone. So I'm sure they're going to focus on like the main things that not just like the little streams that trickle into the plot. I mean, if they do, that'd be great. It'd be really awesome. It'd be a really long movie, but, I mean, shoot, I'm all for it. Like, I'm not sure, one of the few things, like, for those of you who have read the book, that I'm not sure how they would do in film form is, Valentine and Peter's story. I mean, I'm sure you would have it, but how do you portray Peter in film without making him look like the bad guy? He's not a good person, but he's not a villain either. You know what I mean? He's a little bit messed up, but throughout the series, Peter's kind of just... he's just a little messed up. I mean, he's weird and he's kind of... I don't know. I guess it depends on you as a person and your opinions. I don't think he's a villain or a bad guy. I mean, he's not great. That's for dang sure. And he's not a very nice person, but it's just... I wonder how they're gonna do that in the film. I wonder how they're gonna do all, like, the web chats between him and Valentine. Like, I wonder if they're gonna keep all that stuff in, like, the politics that's happening while Ender's up there. And I wonder how they're gonna do that. I hope they keep Valentine important. I really like her character. I also wonder how they're gonna do the end of the book. You remember the first time I read Ender's Game, actually. When I got to the end of the book, I didn't understand what had happened. I mean, I understood the story, and it was a great book. I'm in that final chapter. For those of you who have read it, you know what I'm talking about. It's that final chapter. He's like, has this weird dream, and he like connects mentally with the buggers, and he like, it's a pretty weird ending. It's interesting. And now that I kind of understand it, it's different. But, I mean, it's just one of those things. I'm like, how are they going to do this in film? I'm excited, though. The battle room looks great. That is exactly how I pictured it. I mean, maybe a little bit smaller, but I like that better. I like that better. It's like, this battle room is like the cornucopia in the Hunger Games film. And the battle room in my head was like the weird woven cornucopia in my head. If that analogy makes any sense to you. Still, I just like this better. I really like it. Asa Butterfield, I think, is an immensely great choice for this. Because, have you guys seen Hugo? I love Hugo. Asa Butterfield is probably the most serious-looking human being ever. And the thing is with Ender is he's just very composed for a young child. I feel like people are not very happy, reading the comments now, about, it seems like people aren't very happy about, Ender not being a child. Guys, that would be so hard. Ender actually, okay, for those of you who haven't read the book, Ender ages from, like, age 6 to, I think, is he 12, 13? By the end of the book, it takes place in quite a few years, and I could see why they would choose kind of a neutral age rather than make him 6 years old, or maybe they will, I don't know. It'd just be really hard. I'm not worried about that. Gosh, I'm just really excited, guys. Please, I'm just excited. Ender's Game! The enemy's gate is down! Oh my gosh. I've told you this. I want a t-shirt. No, I haven't told you this. Sorry. I just got through telling somebody this. I want a t-shirt that just says the enemy's gate is down. That's all I want. That's all I want in life. Ender's Game. Oh gosh. It's happening. This is finally happening. I need to reread this book. Ah! The enemy's gate is down. Read Ender's Game if you haven't. Okay? Okay? You have to get as excited as me. Get on my level. On my level.